Hi, I'm Mashid and I'm going to talk about the second assignment that we had to do, and it was based on the weather again. The context was a little bit same as what we did before but in different structure. So here, by getting access to the page, my current location gonna be shown here. I'm living in Woodbridge, and all the details about the weather of the area that I'm living in gonna be shown here. There is another feature to choose the language based on what user wants or would like. Between these four languages, I will choose French. Then I will search London. For those cities that gonna be more than three options, we will have these features to show all them in different pages. That's why we had to use the pagination. So if I click on one of them, like here, the details that were required gonna be shown about the temperature and humidity, sunrise, sunset times, and last updated. And in the nav bar, we have previously viewed, that is based on the city that I clicked on, and it's gonna be shown my history of the search. So here the detail gonna be based on the language that I chose at the first part, like ciel dégagé. Then we have the all cities. All cities should be based on the searching city by ID. Honestly, I had it on my nav bar, but it didn't work. That's why I removed it to make it more organized. Now I want to talk about my code and show how I made that web pages. So we have four different components here. There are our main components: city info, which gives me the information about cities; a nav bar to show the nav bar. And so we have the navbar components, and the navbar component actually is the navigation that includes our links. Let me click on it. That includes our links here, and controls for navigation within our weather application. So we have the search component. Search components helps the user to search the countries that they are looking for, and then it gonna be pops up on our list of the cities. And we have visited cities is based on the cities that the user actually clicked on it, and it's gonna be based on the history actually that the user made by clicking on the city. So these four components, the information of the city, navbar, search, and visited city, are our four main components. Here, if you see, we have pages that we used dynamic routes to get the information of the actually it's based on the browser. If we search one route, it comes here and then go up to the components to get the details of the page that we were looking for. It's the observation that I catch by doing these assignments based on the relation that I figure out that exists between the pages, dynamic routes, and the components up there. I mean, if the browser would like to get the information of the routes, it's go to the components and then capture all the index from there. And then we have the index here. So to talk about Now I want to talk about my index.jx. Actually, it's the main part for me because it includes whole parts of the code. It starts with importing the hook and bootstrap, then const variable, and then like the previous assignment, we had to use API to fetch weather data, and it's asked us to use the minimum of those API address, and I tried to do that like the pagination and handling the pages are here, also the languages. And I want to talk about difficult part that I had to do, which is about drop down item, because I captured these only part from online sources, and it was strange for me that this part was not in a class. Based on the experience and all project that I did before, I had to deal with HTML or CSS, and it has classes that it was easy for me to modify the part that I was looking for by changing the color, change the size of the width, and so on. But here there was nothing that I could have access to, the color, width, and so on. So by searching, I am not sure that I did it correctly, but the thing that I captured is that creating separate classes on style.css and then calling that class here can give me this feature to change the color of the language button based on what I was looking for. So before that, if I had no class about the cream color, if I use the variant, nothing was shown to me, nothing changed if it was even equal to success, dark, and so on. So by creating the class in the style.css, I became able to change the color of that part based on what I was looking for. And then we have the app.js. I love this part because I think when we actually import the bootstrap, global css, and get the app navbar from the navbar, and visited cities provided from visited cities context, we try to wrap whole applications, and it's gonna be even easier to compare with previous assignments to manage our application. Then we have the document.jx, which give us the access to generate the HTML that we have, and it's interesting for me as well. And we have two dynamic roads here. Then we will have the access to change the browser based on the road that we are looking for, by just reload the component instead of the whole page. And it's the other feature of the using React these days. So and this is what I did, and I will go through details in our class, if it's the same style like the previous one, to talk in the group that what we did to cover whole parts, and even get know where I did wrongly, or where I could get more do it much better than before. And I really would like to know how I should do with the city ID, because I couldn't figure out doing that, and I would like to learn about it in next upcoming sessions. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, and bye.